Good evening and welcome sim racing fans to the Broadcasting Lounge, your home for high octane action, precision driving and wheel to wheel thrills. We're coming to you live for round 9 of the Supercars NZ MRP GT3 Series here on iRacing. And tonight it's all going down at the spectacular Missano World Circuit Marco Simoncelli in Italy. We've seen 5 rounds of intense GT3 competition so far, fierce battles, strategic masterclasses, and a championship race that just keeps heating up. And now as we head into this crucial 6th round, the stakes are higher than ever. Drivers will need to balance the aggression with patience on this tight and technical track. It's a place where consistency pays, but one wrong move can spell disaster. Expect drama, expect pace, and expect fireworks as these talented drivers give it everything they've got over the course of this evening's race. But I'm not calling this one alone. Joining me in the commentary box is the ever knowledgeable, never miss a thing maestro of the motorsport commentary, Wayne Bloor. What are you expecting out of tonight's race at Misano, Wayne?
Yeah, I'm expecting some action and race control, Shane. We've got a couple of guys in there, which is nice. Bit of live race control for the GT3s. You're right about this track. It is, wow, if you look at the track layout, it's pretty hectic. Yeah, 60,000 people packed into the stadium here tonight to watch the the MRP GT3s, because I'm so used to calling the V8s.
Yeah, we can cut you a
Yeah.
break on that one, Wayne. Yeah, you used to be here on a Tuesday night with V8 action. Tonight you're joining me in place of Corey for GT3 action, and you talked about the track layout. We can see it from above on the drone shot, but also on the right there of our race info box. We are at Misano, round 6 of the MRP GT3 Series, and 22-degree air temperature, clear skies, so that sun will be baking down on the track and pumping plenty of heat into that track surface, making it nice and slippery for everybody out there as they go through qualifying at the moment. Of course, check out our Supercars NZ Facebook page and Supercars NZ community as well. Jump on there and like the page, join the community, and also if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you give the Broadcasting Lounge a like and subscribe so we can keep doing these awesome videos for everyone.
Yep, 100%. Massive shout out to MRP, Barry and the team, with the 4 AGEs and the sim gear up there in Auckland. Rocking and see them, have a look at their setups, pretty mean. And what have we got? Think tonight, Shane. Very cool IT business.
Yes, I think are committed to being your agile and responsive MSP partner. With their expertise and personalised approach, they can help you navigate the ever-changing technology landscape so you can focus on what matters most, your business success. And that's Richard Fauci, the man behind the business on that one.
Yeah, very knowledgeable and certainly helped out a few of us guys in the lounge and in Supercars NZ League. So reach out to him. He knows his PCs. He must do. He called mine an old dog. So nah, very cool, awesome. I call it my Shane White hand-me-down now because I think it was the same model as what you had, or very close. So.
Right, yeah, I had
Very cool.
had an average one, and I have handed that down to someone, not a fellow sim racer, but a gamer mate who wanted a PC, and he bought mine.
Oh, good on you. Very cool. Very cool.
So Rich has just had a little spin out there. He's currently sitting 19th in qualifying. Got a time on the board, which is what matters because there's a number that haven't managed to do that yet. Stefan McCartan sitting on pole looks like he's happy with that number that he's put down, 133.738. He's sitting back in the pits now, and even if he came out now, he wouldn't get a lap in because once that time runs out, that's it. They don't get to finish their laps off. Nico Cordia is currently out there on track looking to see if he can improve. 0.36 behind Stefan, and he's coming through the final corner now. Going to come to the line and see if he can improve. Can he challenge for pole position?
What has he got?
Oh, he's on a
Oh, a little bit
44.7.
slower than yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I think he has slightly improved his own time, but hasn't significantly closed the gap to Stefan, and that'll be it for him because there's only 30 seconds left. He's not going to be able to get round again.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have the track map up just to start with, so we can oh, there we go.
You read
Push
my
of a
mind,
button.
Wayne. I was literally thinking that just as you called it. Actually, let's get their car number on that so we can associate that with something other than positions. And that's time up, so Stephen McCartan is going to be our pole sitter for our first race tonight. We do have a couple of races, 15 minutes first up, and then we're going to flip the top 5 on the grid based on the finishing results of that first one to set the grid for the second one, which is going to be 25 minutes. Look at how they line up. Stephen McCartan off the pole alongside Nico Cordia there. Jaco Venter and Tinnis Venter take up the second row. Hogan Trimpton, Leon Ware, Rob Carwood, Sean McNamara, and then if I find the right box on here, I can scroll down and we can see that Dan Turner sits 9th and Leith Swinney rounds out the top 10. Adam Hughes, Grant Bristow, Brett O'Keefe, Jonathan Turner, Aaron Goodrick, Steve Darren, Wayne Hartnell, Kristen Jenkins, Richard Fauci, James McKenzie, Tom McCall, Chris Zalewski, Luke Rankin, Bill Kilgour, Kevin DeFunterum, Jared Eccleston, Pete Rotmitz, Lou Robertson, Alan Scott, Heath Mahone, Peter Vanderberg, Ross Watson.
Yeah, that was Ross and Peter both in race control tonight, and looks
Yes,
like Hugo
that's...
Allen starting from the pit.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder there. So Peter Vanderberg and Ross Watson not actually racing, they're in race control doing their thing. So it looks like Hugo is going to be off the back or potentially from pit lane. Wayne Bloor, of course, alongside me in the broadcasting lounge.
Yeah, 100%. Looking forward to this. I just love the turnout, Shane. It's so cool. Great to see. Heaps of cars, heaps of traffic, heaps of fun, and hopefully a bit of race control as well. Give those guys a bit of action. Apparently last week they had no calls or one at the very end, so.
Yeah, it was pretty quiet last week for race control, and yeah, it looks like 33 drivers in, 31 drivers in, as Hugo Allen has joined at the back of the grid there for now at least. But a very good turnout, 31 drivers on a night where most of these guys have probably just bought the track tonight or maybe last night. Potentially some were organised enough to buy it a little bit earlier in the season, but it is a brand new circuit this season, and for most of the guys this is going to be their first time racing anything on it, so I'm excited to see how this one goes.
Yeah, I did have it, so we have raced here before in the past. I didn't have to buy it, so it'd be interesting that maybe the V8s have been here, so that yeah, if people are running the 8s, or maybe they've already got it. So yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting because I did have to buy it, so whatever we've been here for previously I missed.
yeah, or it might have been pre-Shano.
No, it's definitely newer than that.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah. Anyway, carry on.
Absolutely. I believe it was a new track this season because I'm pretty sure last season I had all the road courses. But anyway, we are ready to go and Stephen McCartan has control, pace car has pulled off. Nico Cordy has jumped early there. Green flag's flowing and he was ahead, so I think he's going to be a risk of picking up a black flag there. But Stephen McCartan jumps out into the lead. There's plenty of action going on behind as they'll check up. And that was
Oh,
Hogan
car
Shrimpton
off.
having a big moment. And Steve Darren is backwards into the tyres, loses the rear bumper and the rear wing, bounces back off the tyres, and he's going to look to rejoin, but he's going to need to get in for a fast repair. Plenty of action going on mid-pack. Dan Turner in a close battle with Adam Hughes. They're exchanging positions, and plenty of action going on all the way down the field at the moment.
Yeah, reasonably clean other than that Steve Darren coming off there. Hopefully that's not going to cause a safety car and he's not too messed up, but see how this race plays out. But early action, Shane.
Yeah, Adam Hughes having a big dive there on Aaron Goodrick, getting down the inside, and looks like he's going to be able to get that past mate. Actually, sorry, I think he was making a dive on Dan Turner, and that move didn't quite come off.
Yeah, looking very cool, very clean.
Rob Carwood and Nico Cordia going side by side. So Nico dropped back after having to check up being ahead of Stefan at the race start. From what I saw, he was ahead when the green flag flew, so I have a feeling he is going to have to take a trip through the lane. Doesn't come in at this point. Personally, if I had that black flag, I would be looking to get in as early as possible to get out of Cliff and get some fresh air. So maybe he did manage to do enough to not have that black flag after the race start.
That's back enough, maybe, eh?
Certainly not the start he was looking for though, and it's dropped him back 5 positions back into P7 at the moment. We'll keep an eye on him and see if he does have to take a tour of the lane. Aaron Goodrick in the thick of the action, continuing to battle with Adam Hughes. Adam getting to the inside, but Aaron having the momentum on the outside, and Brett O'Keefe actually carrying momentum to get the nose ahead of Adam as well. They're going to go 3 wide here. There's contact. Oh, they've both gone around. I think race control might have something to do there, Wayne.
Yeah, I just heard a call. So yeah, 3 wide. Yeah, Brent O'Keefe, Aaron Goodrick. Who was on the inside there?
Adam Hughes.
Yeah, Adam Hughes. There we go. Interesting to see how that plays out. Hopefully, race control will give us an update.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to keep us updated on that one, Wayne. You've got all the comms in your ear.
I do.
So Stefan McCartan in control of this one at the moment, but Jaco Venter not letting him go, sticking within that half a second range. Not quite close enough to have a lunge, but certainly close enough to keep him honest at the moment.
Yeah, have a look at their race team. Jaco Venter and Finis Venter.
They are Nico's teammates.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, cool.
So I believe it was last week they actually managed or it might have been the week before. Recently anyway, they managed a podium lockout in the first heat race of the night, which was a pretty cool achievement for them. They had, I think, Nico might have been second or third, but they had Nico, Jaco and Tinnis all lining up on the podium at the end of that first race, which was a pretty cool achievement for that team.
Yeah, 3 gamma flares definitely mean. Very cool. Bit of a Sean Macca, Rob Carwood, Dan Turner, a bit of rubbings racing going on there.
Yeah, there is a little bit. I came back to Aaron because that number was pretty close around him, but we've seen a lot of Aaron tonight, so we'll come and have a look at these guys battling for 7th, 8th and 9th at the moment. Rob Carwood in the Monster Mustang.
Oh yeah.
Very cool to see that in the GT3 variety. Obviously, anybody that watches supercars in real life will be used to seeing Cam Wooders in the Monster Mustang Gen 3.
Yeah, Mac will be wondering what's going on in his rearview mirror. Yeah.
Well, from the horse's mouth, Sean McNamara does not look in his mirror. He doesn't use them, doesn't look at them. Eyes 40 always says, don't worry about what's behind you, worry about what's in front of you.
Yep, you're all turned off, yeah. Interesting view. Jump in his rear cam of his car there. It'll be yeah, look at that.
Yeah, Rob's certainly getting nice and close to that camera, lodged firmly in the rear bumper of Sean's car.
Yeah, Sean very quick in a GT3. He's certainly no slouch and done pretty good in the iRacing events as well. So knows his way around these cars.
Yeah, and currently he's dedicating the majority of his racing time to the GT3. He does join the Monday night practice race normally have a little bit of a go in the V8, but obviously Tuesday nights he's doing race control there, so V8's, as far as racing them, aren't his focus at the moment, and certainly working very well for him, getting performance out of the GT3s.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. Alright.
Right, what else have we got going on out there at the moment? James McKenzie, Kevin DeFunterim and Grant Bristow in a close three-way battle at the moment.
Just heard race control acknowledge that call, and they are it's in review at the moment, so I'll keep you updated with that.
A couple of cars running quite wide there. Expanding on race control as well, we do have a safety car, live safety car in the server tonight, but the tow rule is not in effect, so we're not going to be seeing the safety car come out in reaction to anybody having to tow, but it is there should they deem that any incidents on track require a safety car, so we'll keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, we need to show off the MRP safety cars.
Absolutely.
Give these guys a chance to settle into no race controls here, and then we'll bang that rule on them and go from there.
Yeah, so I've got data on Leith Swinney having a crash. I saw some dust in the background a moment ago. This has gone on board. So this is actually coming out of the pits. So he's obviously had some sort of... Yeah, potentially. He's obviously had some sort of drama before this to end up in the pits. We're not expecting scheduled pit stops on this one. Might be just a little bit of a weird one that's triggered the crash data there, because I'm not actually seeing anything.
I believe Swinney went off track, but and then jumped in the pits, so...
Okay, that's interesting. I will track that one down momentarily, but what we have got is the Steve Darren incident on lap 1. What I'm going to do is set that one up so it's not going to...
There's no gap. There's a gap? Oh no, there's no gap.
Actually, I might let that play through on the roll bar camera, because that might actually be the best view of that one. Yeah, certainly closed. He rode up the pit wall. And then he's taken a hit from behind as well, so just absolute congestion, and yeah, very unfortunate on that one for Steve.
Bristow Reaper Racing. Yeah, they're doing it.
Right, so this one... Yeah, so this one should be the incident... Oh, well, now this is... Certainly something's already happened to Leith there on that one.
Yeah, definitely. That was crabbing.
That off track is... Other than past data, that's unfortunately the first data we've got on Leith, although certainly can see Leith getting passed by a bunch of cars in quick succession prior to that.
You'd have to rewind it.
Nah, hopefully there's no rewind needed here, I reckon. If we do this and then change to Leith. I reckon this is going to be it. Oh, he's lost it. And
massive bounce around.
Front and then rear just pinballing off the barrier, and yeah, he's sat there for a long time as well, so that's why there was so many cars. He's just had to wait for the gap, and then the rear impact has, you can see, just knocked that rear toe out so much that he's just crabbing down the road.
I remember laughing at you doing that, Shane. That's
I can remember watching back a number of streams where you were laughing at me doing that. Good times.
But we're not laughing, Lee. It was a serious incident, and we hope you're okay. Yeah.
Well, I
Back
can
down to
confirm
20
he's
minutes, though.
still out there circulating, a lap down, but out there circulating, getting points, that's the main thing, and he has managed to get ahead of Leon Ware, although, no, actually, Leon's pulled the pin on this one, unfortunately. I hope he's going to be back for race 2, because we haven't seen much of Leon lately, and it's good to see him in tonight.
Yep, definitely in the SDI Beamer. Haven't seen that car out in a while either, so.
Yeah, Rob Carwood and Sean McNamara are continuing to battle deep into this one. What have we got? Just under 3 minutes
Still
remaining
going.
in the first race. Actually, the battle for the lead's still on as well. It's stretched out to just over half a second, but crucially, Jakob Inter putting down the fastest lap of the race last time around with a 1:33.9 compared to Stefan's 1:34.2. So Jakob showing good pace currently.
Yeah, definitely hunting down. Where's old Mr. Where are we? Hugo Allen up into 9th spot from
Yeah,
starting in pit lane.
up 25 spots he's up. So he's had a very good one, showing plenty of pace. If he can get to P5, he'll start race 2 from pole position, but I think we're going to get 2 more laps, including the one that they're on now. So I think we're going to get this one and then one more. So I think P5's probably going to be a little bit too far for him, but he's fighting Nico Cordier at the moment.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say he's teamed it up with Nico Cordier, and he's not gonna let that pass happen very easy. So yeah.
Yeah, Nico certainly fights hard, and he'll be disappointed with the way this race started, and disappointed not to be fighting up the front after he qualified on the front row. He'll very much not be wanting to give this one up, and he'll fight tooth and nail to the end like it is for the race win.
Yeah, he does like a good podium chat, Nico Cordier. Always got plenty to...
Oh!
Here we go. So that'll be a call.
Yeah, didn't quite catch that when I was looking at my data screen, and I just saw it out of the corner of my eye, so I'm not sure whether there was contact on that one.
Probably hop in Hugo Allen's car and just have a look.
I'm wondering if Steve's chopper might tell the story on this one.
Oh yeah. Jigsaw Racing chopper.
Oh no, he's just lit it up.
There was a bit of netcode, if anything, yeah.
I don't think it was even netcode. I think he's just lit it up and lost control by himself.
Oh, that'll be why. I haven't heard him call anything in, so that'll be what's going on. Obviously getting accustomed to the track and...
Yeah, so we're about
Stefan
to...
McCartan.
Yeah, just about to tick over the 15 minutes now, and we're about halfway through the lap, so this will be the final lap. Stefan McCartan has the lead. He's been able to...
Performance Racing.
Yep, OPR. Been
Oh,
able
sorry.
to... well, he's still... Well, yeah, it is one performance racing, but they often refer to themselves as OPR.
Yeah, cool.
And now I've completely lost my train of thought.
Yeah, sorry, put you right off. Good stuff.
Yeah. So he still hasn't been able to match the time that Jaco Venter did with that 1:33.9, but Jaco's pace has dropped back a little bit into the 44s, but either way, Stefan has enough. He holds on and he takes the race win. Jaco Venter coming across for a solid P2. Tinnis Venter is going to hold on to the podium, holding off Hogan Shrimpton there, P4. Sean McNamara has been able to stretch out a little bit over Rob Carwood, claims P5, Rob Home in P6, Dan Turner 7th, Hugo Allen 8th, Aaron Goodrick coming through the final corner now. He should have enough of a gap to hold on to P9. Kristen Jenkins rounds out the top 10. Nico Cordia just missing out on the top 10 after the less than ideal start and the little spin there late. Wayne Hartnell comes home P12. Heath Mahone P13. Pete Rotmitz P14. Grant Bristow P16. Adam Hughes. No, sorry, Grant was P15. Adam Hughes P16. James McKenzie P17. Kevin DePunter 18th. Richard Fauci, weekly sponsor, finishing where he started in P19. Jonathan Turner 20th. Luke Rankin 21st. Bill Kilgour 22nd. Brett O'Keefe last car on the lead lap in 23rd. Oh, as he
Oh,
slams into car 32, which is Richard Fauci, as that ticks over into the warm-up, so I can't even get the opportunity to read out the cars that finished the lap down.
no, there was certainly a mouthful there, Shane. Well done, man. There was running through those cars crossing the line. It's very cool, very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
with these shorter races, we don't tend to get the opportunity to scroll down the order like you like to do. So I like to try and get through as many of them as I can as they come across the line.
yeah, you did well. You did well.
So we've got a 5 minute warm up now. We normally see a few cars coming out on track, but it's a good opportunity to talk about our sponsors. So we talked about Sync earlier, but anybody that wasn't here at the start might not have heard it. So Sync are committed to being your agile and responsive MSP partner. With their expertise and personalised approach, they can help you navigate the ever-changing technology landscape so you can focus on what matters most, your business success. And that is Richard Fauci, our P, what was he, P19 finisher, I think, in that one, and he is the man behind Sync there.
Yeah, very cool. Very important for businesses to have a geek in the background controlling and making sure that you're all protected from all sorts of crazies in this world. So definitely get it done. Get IT done as this little blurb there. And yeah, wicked. Very cool. Thanks for supporting us and hope yeah, some of these bigger companies sign up to him and say, hey, look after me. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And he had a big job on Tuesday actually that he had to get stuck into after racing the V8, where a client of his had an issue where they'd lost a bunch of data when their AI had decided to delete a whole bunch of data, and he had to recover that data for them. So not sure how he got on with that one, but I would imagine Richard being Richard that he was all over it and managed to get that all sorted for them.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Definitely. And of course, MRP, Men and
Absolutely.
Race Products. Yeah, massive massive help to Supercars NZ over the years and supporting our drivers. Ultimately, we don't we pay for a little bit of what we do, you know, in the regards to SDK and a little bit of iRacing bucks here and there for ourselves as admin, but I'd say 90% of that money goes to back into the racing, back into the drivers, and just keeping everything tickety boo. So yeah, cheers Barry, very cool.
Yeah, there are some small expenses involved, like you say, SDK, Streamlabs. Obviously, cost with putting servers up, not a huge cost, but it adds up over time, and it's great to have sponsors around to help with that. But they certainly, as you say, provide more than is needed for that, so the vast majority does go back to our drivers in little giveaways.
Yeah, definitely. I've given away a lot of clothing actually, so yeah, recently that's been cool to get the Supercars NZ logo and name out there. So yeah,
Yeah, should we give
very cool.
something away tonight? Do we have that in the budget?
Yeah, of course we do. Whatever you want, Shane. Dream something up. We'll do it.
What do we got? I need to find the merch link so I can look at something good to give away.
So we got hoodies.
Hoodies,
I'm wearing a singlet at the moment, Supercars NZ singlet, because I'm beside the fire.
certainly the time of year for hoodies, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Should we give that away to a randomly selected finisher at the end of the feature race?
Bloody good. Have you got one of those dug wheel thingies that we love?
I have. I can set that all up at the end with some numbers on there, and we can attribute that to a finishing position.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's give away a hoodie, and we'll throw an MRP on the back of that one as well. So they know where they got it. Supercars NZ MRP GT3s here in Italy. Packed crowd.
Scotty wants me to send Harry a butt plug. That's if you want to find out what that's about, find Scott Pickering's or SP Sim Racer or whatever his Facebook
Pix
name is.
Productions
Pix
today.
Productions. Pix Productions on there, but I think on Facebook he's SP something. Anyway, find his post on
Yeah.
find his post on the Supercars NZ community and find the comment where I replied to Harry on that one, and you'll see what Scott's on about.
Yeah, unsure if we've got a SCNZ one of those things, Scott.
Hey, you can put a sticker
All
on
right.
anything, right?
Yeah, good point. That conversation could go a lot further, but we won't tonight.
Alright, so grid for this one. Sean McNamara takes pole on account of the reverse top
Oh,
five there.
yeah, so he would have known what position to finish in, eh? Yeah,
Absolutely. He's set the
he's no
server up.
slouch. He's no slouch.
Hogan Shrimpton is going to line up alongside him there on the front row. Tinus Venter and Jaco Venter locking out the second row. Stephen McCartan starting from fifth alongside Rob Carwood. Dan Turner and Hugo Allen on the fourth row there. And then it's Aaron Goodrick, Kristen Jenkins, Nico Cordia, Wayne Hartnell, Heath Mahone, Pete Rotmitz. Sorry, Heath Mann. I made that mistake ages ago and Steve corrected me and I've gone back to my old ways there. Grant Bristow 15th, Adam Hughes 16th. And then we've got James McKenzie, Kevin DeFunteram, Richard Fauci, Luke Rankin, Brett O'Keefe, Jonathan Turner, Bill Kilgour, Chris Zalewski, Leith Swinney, Steve Darren, Tom McCall, Leon Weir, Jared Eccleston, Louis Robertson, and Alan Scott rounding out the grid. Although I think a few of those guys not joining us for this second race, unfortunately.
That's it, and they're just starting to rock off. If I was Sean McNamara and Hogan Shrimpton, I'd be a little bit worried with the two Venters behind them and Rob and Stephen McCartan and Hugo Allen, some big names that are gonna want that position you two are in. So it's gonna be a bit of it's gonna be eventful.
Yeah, it certainly will be. Hugo not quite making it to the reverse pole, but Stephen McCartan dropping back to P5 after winning the first race, and both of those guys are going to have plenty of pace, and we saw how much. As Hogan's already got it all wrong. Looks like everybody managed to get around him all right.
That was so lucky he didn't clip anybody else. So it's we can look at that later. Let's watch this roll out.
Yes, Stefan McCartan already challenging Jaco Venter for P3. Good start for Stefan. Hugo also making early progress up into P7. Nico Cordia getting a good start, fighting with Rob Carwood over P8. Rob has gone backwards dramatically as well, so potentially getting held up by Hogan Shrimpton's moment coming out of the final corner there. A couple of cars running wide in the background, using all the track limits and then some.
Yeah, saw that.
Richard Fauci and Luke Rankin doing battle. That was Luke running off into the gravel, going very wide there, dragging some junk onto the track for good measure. That'll make things a bit slippery for guys for the next couple of laps. Richard battling with Chris Zalewski at the moment. Very tight side by side. Chris on the outside, sweeps across and holds on to P19.
Yeah, nice run down, Shane. You're going well, man. Definitely.
Cheers, mate.
There's a bit of a red Hogan shrimped in there at some point when you're ready to have a look at that. That pack settled down pretty quickly though.
Yeah,
Not
for
very close, but yeah.
a reverse grid race, it has settled down pretty quickly. Sean holding a half second margin over Tennis Venture at the moment. Stefan is coming quickly though, so I'll find the
Yeah, this is cool. I think we need to hang out here for a bit. This is like 4 super fast guys wanting to get past Sean McNamara.
oh, and he's got a little bit wide. Survives for now though. Oh, this is tense racing.
You can only block so many cars, Sean.
Oh, Tennis down the inside.
Where is it? Where is it? Who's got it? Far out.
This battling is just bringing so many people back into this battle as well. Hugo Allen darting around in the background.
Yeah, trying to find a gap, find a hole. What's happening? Who's doing what? Let's get past here. Yeah, and that has given Dan Turner a chance to catch up to them as well. So Dan Turner, Nico Cordia, Aaron Goodrick. So, and of course, it's always you don't want to take out the guy that runs the lead and potentially has input into race control either. So there's always that element of fear.
Yeah, I mean, we do know that Sean is always impartial in his decisions, but try telling Tennis and Stefan that right now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I remember when I raced, everybody was all apologetic, and it's just like, yeah, I'm not going to race anymore because you just end up people tiptoe around you, and you don't need that. Yeah, Sean holding them up for now.
Yeah, maybe
Bunch of marbles.
just stretching out a little bit at the moment. I think Tennis has switched his focus a little bit more to the mirrors, and it's allowed Sean to just open a little bit of a gap at the moment.
Bit of comfort, that'd be nice. Maybe they all thought, oh, we'll just let him have one, eh? Yeah, love it. Very cool. And Hugo Allen settled down a bit there. Phineas and Ferb, no. And Stephen McCartan exchanging positions there.
Yeah, that's bringing Hugo Allen into it. They're going to go 3 wide down the straight. Does Hugo get 2 for 1? Oh, they get through cleanly. I thought they might not for a second there. And in the end, it's status quo.
Yeah, gosh, those Mustangs look massive, don't they, compared to that Porsche? It's so funny.
They really do. And even compared to Yarko's Lambo behind, actually.
Yeah, definitely. That's donking Mustang. Who's that running on? Is that Hugo?
Didn't quite catch that. I was looking through my data at the time.
Yeah, nothing major. There's Nico trying to get a sniff. Yeah, he's got a bit there. Be interesting to see what the weight difference is between that Mustang and those smaller cars, and whether a little bit of a nudge does do a lot more than this lighter weight car. It'll be interesting to see. Have a good look at that, Shane, at some point, unless you know.
Yeah, I can't say that I do know. Probably the other thing that's worth noting is maybe, to an extent the Porsche, but probably more so the McLaren that Nico's in, and even the Lambo, especially the Lambo that Jarko's in, have a very low nose, and the diffuser on the Mustang does sit quite low, but the actual structure above the diffuser sits quite high. So I can see the likes of a McLaren or a Lambo getting underneath the rear of that Mustang and scooping it up.
Like upsetting the rear is pretty easy.
Yeah. Oh, this is side by side contact though, but just a little bit of rubbings racing.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I have to remove your name of the Encyclopedia of Motorsport, Shane, if you didn't know the answer to that one. But it's fine. But what was it, Britannica of Motorsport or something?
I think
Can't
I
remember what I called you.
I think I can live with that nickname being removed.
No, you do know some awesome facts, and we're stoked to have you on board. It's very cool.
Oh, stoked to be here. So
Why wouldn't you? Look at that.
Absolutely.
Who was that?
So that was that Nico? Yeah, it looks like it was Nico off the track. So he is not having the best of nights. This might be a drop round for him by the look of it. We're used to seeing him up front, getting on the podium, coming in here for a yarn post race, but it's not working out for him so far tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Something was called in there.
Okay, so we might be able to.
Yeah, he's called in car
later.
17. He's called in car 17. Nico Cordia has, so we could probably jump on that little incident and see what Shano thinks.
Yeah, I've just been trying to isolate. Unfortunately, I don't have the data on Hogan's crash at the start, but I've just been trying to isolate on the past data where it might have happened, and I'm hoping that this will tell the story on the chopper. So that's gone to the wrong car despite.
Oh, there was just too much gas, unfortunately. Cold tyres.
Yeah. So potentially a strategic launch from Sean as well, going from the apex and forcing Hogan to try and commit, and didn't end well there.
True. We lap 6, 25-minute time lap race, so round 6. MRP GT3s.
Yeah, we are up to round 6 already. Only 2 rounds left before we switch back to GTEs for a little 4-round mini-series.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Looking forward to that as well. I was asking the drivers tonight about how they thought about switching back to the GTEs, and they sound very happy as well. So that's pretty cool. So as long as they all turn up, well, then we'll be able to do something, you know.
Absolutely. So I believe I've found the data on Nico Cordia's incident, so this should be it here. Well, that looks very much
like
self-inflicted.
Losing rears. Yeah. Now what? Roll on. Ice forward. Carry on. Sean McNamara in the second spot. Stefan McCartan got him.
He did indeed. So let's see if we can find the data on that pass, because we missed the pass, and it was for the lead.
I can hear Sean abusing him now. In good fun.
Alright, here we go. Stephen McCartan past Sean McNamara for P1.
Sorry, what was that?
Stephen McCartan past Sean McNamara for P1. Gets down the inside before the braking zone, and pretty textbook pass, really. There we go.
Beautiful pass. Sorry, what was that? Who was it?
Stephen McCartan past Sean McNamara for P1.
Yeah, that's enough of that, but that's good. That'll rub in a little bit for old mate Sean. Mm. Yeah, very cool. There you go. Hope you're watching, Sean. Hope you're looking back and heard that.
James McKenzie and Luke Rankin having a little bit of a battle for P22 at the moment.
Oh yeah, always pretty bit of fun.
Yeah, oh, there's been... Well, that's just got me very confused, because I've just seen Luke Rankin's name pop up as crashed in the data. But
Yeah,
he was just in front of James. And he was,
Nico Cordier leaves Swinney, James McKenzie, and Luke Rankin all crashed. So got a bit of that.
Oh, so I think this is just the pit exit weirdness.
Oh yeah, flop. Yeah, it pops up now.
Yeah.
Yep. Unless you come hauling out and crash into everybody, there's a big no. Okay, yeah.
You know, I think that's just a little bit of a glitch in the data that we're receiving there.
Oh,
Oh,
was it a
that's
cold
certainly a
tie?
crash.
Cold tires coming out of pit lane. Are they going to need fuel for this one, Shane?
They will need fuel. Wouldn't be expecting them to change tyres, but the tyres do always cool off a little bit when you're trundling down the lane at low speed and stopped in your box getting fueled up.
Yep, Dan Turner, Team West Racing.
Yes, it looks like about 8 seconds is the average fuel time there. Dan taking 7.93. Best time we're seeing so far is Tom McCall with 7.08 seconds. So yeah, about 7 to 8 seconds looks like it covers the fuel that everybody needs, and we are starting to see a number of cars making their way in, so we're not going to be too far away from seeing the lane get quite busy.
Definitely Dan Turner. Where are we? Jonathan Turner, Adam Hughes, Chris Ridoff Jenkins, Wayne Hartnell all in the lane. Nico Cordier pulling it in now.
And Nico had already been in
He
as well.
he might be pulling it in to go home.
Yeah, well, we saw him coming out of the pits and then saw him have that moment as we came back to live. So
he's flying back to New Zealand. He's had a guts feel, and we can pack up his car and fly it back to NZ. Yeah, gamer flare. Sean Macca dropped down a 4th spot, so probably got to end up in his original 5th position, I would imagine.
yeah, we'll have to see how that pans out. Tinnis was one of the cars that finished ahead of him in the first race. He's 2.3 seconds behind Sean at the moment, so he's got a little bit of ground to make up.
And Hogan Shrimpton was 4th in practice. So he's very fast in the GT3, so there's a good chance that he'll maybe follow Finnis through if he keeps his pace up.
Yeah, of course we saw Hogan starting from the front row, but unfortunately lighting it up, coming out of the final corner and dropping back.
Holding 6 spots pretty good. Last lap was a 134.19 and Sean Macca was a 136.13, so might potentially tell a tale.
Yeah, so that's quite a significant pace difference, isn't it? About a second and a half faster there for Hogan.
And about a second faster than Finnis as well, so he's catching.
Yeah, good pace, and he dives to the pit lane now.
Yeah.
Hopefully he hasn't done what I did on Tuesday night and got an unsafe entry penalty.
Did were we streaming you guys? Did we pull it up and laugh at you or not?
I actually haven't had a chance to watch the stream back yet, but Blake certainly commented on it post-race, so I believe you did
Oh,
pick
okay,
it up.
so it definitely happened. Yeah, you definitely got laughed at. That's good
Yeah,
stuff.
absolutely. So Hogan taking 8.8 seconds of fuel and getting back out there now. He drops in. Looks like he might end up P8 or P9 by the time
Not too
he
far
gets that
down there.
limit
Would have
right.
got shot of gas, definitely.
Actually, he holds on to P7, and he is the first car that has pitted as well.
Oh, there we go. So going for the Shano Fitty undercut, is he?
Well, no, because he'll probably execute it correctly. He won't crash like Shane Fitty would.
Oh, okay. No, it's good. Shane's off. There you go. Yeah, very good. Oh, I always click on the old Steve Darren crash. I just saw something pop up there in the SDK. Let's have a look and see what happened to Sir Darren.
I think this could be the pit exit glitch again. It keeps moving
Oh,
on
okay,
me anyway.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's all it is. But I couldn't even click on it because every time I tried to, it moved on me.
did very well in the V8 on Tuesday night, actually, Steve Darren.
He did. He finished P5, I believe.
Yeah, sounds good. I don't remember.
All right, so
Oh,
looks
here they
like
are.
everybody else
Here it
in the
is.
lane. This looks like the balance of the field pitting, although
Dennis
I
has
think
stayed
that
out,
was
but everybody else has
that tennis is in
jumped
as
down the
well.
lane. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So this should cleanse the field, and Hugo Allen has closed right in on Stephen McCartan now, so slightly quicker in the pit bay, similar overall pit lane times, but certainly Hugo's pace recently has obviously been pretty good. In fact, his last lap was, so his in lap was about nearly a second faster than Stefan, so certainly a
And he's
very good in lap there.
flashing his lights now. He's like, Stefan, I'm coming. Get out.
Nothing like a good flash to distract your opponent.
Yeah, definitely. We have banned that at Supercars NZ, but it's like a fake ban. It's something we joke about. But oh, who was
Oh, was
that in the
that
background
James
there?
McKenzie?
Oh, yeah, misfits. Getting a bit loose, letting the leaders past.
Yeah, wee moment for
It's,
James there.
it's always a bit unnervy when P1 is coming to lap you and you just sort of want to get out of the way cleanly without taking him out.
Yeah, especially when he's in a battle like this. And this is an epic battle at the moment. Hugo Allen very close.
Reminds me of the early days, Supercars NZ, might have been our second or third round, and a back marker backed out in front of Darren Lobb, who was leading the race and leading the championship. And yeah, he comes second in that championship because of that back marker backing out in front of him. So every single time I see these guys passing back markers, I always think about poor old Darren Lobb. He'll remember. I don't remember the track. It's the one in Japan. Ogo. That one. You'll know the one.
Akiyama.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah.
Well, it could be worse. They could have deleted the race leader.
Oh, yeah.
Who did that?
Uh, I didn't. I've deleted somebody from an endurance race, the wrong person. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, I certainly do remember who did that, and it was me.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Um, I remember the track. I remember who it was.
yeah. Remember which corner, which round?
Well, I don't remember which quarter or which round, but it was
Yeah.
Phillip Island. Rehan was leading. I can't remember how I ended up. I know I was trying to do something else, and I ended up somehow accidentally deleting Rehan from the race. And I also know
Yeah.
that Shane Van Gisbergen and Ryan Wood had a pretty epic battle to the end of that one, because
Here it is.
Hugo Allen having an epic battle with Stephen McCartan right now though.
Mustang versus Mustang. Oh, and we've got a new person to add to the wall for that deleting people's shame. Was Hogan Shrimpton last week.
Yeah, I did hear about that one.
First night of race control. Good on you, man. I told him not to worry about it. We've all done it. Well, not everyone, but me and you here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good fun. Is what it is. Can't reverse it. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back into this race.
Yeah, so Hugo Allen had a pretty good crack at getting around Stefan there, wasn't able to pull it off.
Just settling down, gathering himself, and finding the next spot to chuck the nose of that Mustang down that Mustang and get in there.
Certainly got good pace. His best lap is a 34.12 versus Stefan McCartan's 34.47. Although worth noting that Stefan did that his best time on the last lap and matched identically by Hugo Allen, although they took over again for another lap, and Stefan's
Still
gone.
very close.
Yeah, Stefan's gone slightly faster on that lap, just on account of Hugo having that crack and losing some momentum, but he has managed to get right in under that rear wing again, and showing that he is still very much keen to try and find a way around. But Stefan showed last lap that he can very much defend what Hugo's got to throw at him at the moment, but they're coming up on some lap traffic. Bill Kilgour looks like he's getting well and truly out of the way. Good stuff there from Bill.
Bit of drama if Leafs Winnie just had something get called into race control there. Don't know if we need a yellow, but
Alright, so looks like potentially Leith and Jonathan Turner getting tangled up. So there's a replay on that one. Oh, yeah, bit of a hit there. JT certainly stopping to readdress that.
I wouldn't imagine anything major, no untowardness there. It's just a bit of maybe a bit of a locky and give him a tap, but nice redressing. So that'll be, hopefully they'll call that as a racing incident for redressing. See how that pans out.
Well, I do know that Sean's, well, obviously it's not Sean in race control, but I do know that the precedent that Sean and co have set in race control in previous incidents is that the redress doesn't necessarily make it all okay. Oh, this was on the final lap as well. And yeah, well, there's no redress on this one. Hugo's going on with it. I can guarantee that Stefan's calling that in. Jaco Venter moves into P2, which could very well become P1, because I can't see how Hugo's getting away with that one, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything come across comms yet, but I would imagine that would be a ticket. Oh no, here it is, coming in.
Yeah, I would have been very surprised if actually Hugo's backed it off. Jaco does move into P1, so I think Hugo's recognised that he's done well.
Yeah,
but as I was saying, the redress doesn't necessarily mean all is even if the car that was hit has lost spots.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
There could still be a further penalty coming. But what we do know is Jaco Venter on the final lap takes over the lead. He's got Stephen McCartan 4.5 seconds back, so he's got a pretty comfortable margin at the moment as he makes his way around Luke Rankin there to put him 2 laps down.
We don't need to say that. No, well done, Luke. Cheers for coming out, man. Enjoy it.
But Jaco Venter, P1, and he inherited that on the final lap. Stephen McCartan is going to come across second. Hugo Allen on the podium for now, but that could well change post-race. And look who is going to promote to the podium if there is a
Yeah,
post-race
there we
penalty.
go.
Sean
There it is.
McNamara. Dennis Venter
Yep.
comes home P5 provisionally. Aaron Goodrick P6, Hogan Shrimpton P7, Dan Turner's already coming through the pit lane in P8. Wayne Hartnell P9, Brett O'Keefe also coming through the pit lane. Short on fuel maybe. Steve Darren in P12 here, but does he beat BJ to the line? He does, just. So BJ ends up 12th, Steve 11th. Grant Bristow 13th, Leith Swinney 14th, Jonathan Turner 15th. Nico Cordia did come back out and stick around to the end, picking up points for P16. Christian Jenkins is going to come across in P17. Adam Hughes coming through the final corner now, running in 18th and brings it across the line now. Pete Rotmitz, P19, missing the front off that car, so he's been involved with some dramas at some point. And Richard, last car on the lead lap, brings it home, and I've just noticed that looks like a bit of a Dragon Ball Z livery on the car. I like that.
True.
Very cool.
Pretty cool. Massive thanks to our weekly sponsor out there doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give them a holler.
Sync are committed to being your agile and responsive MSP partner. With their expertise and personalised approach, they can help you navigate the ever-changing technology landscape so you can focus on what matters most, your business success. So check them out at sync.nz, that's SYNQ.
Yeah, Handy. Yeah, definitely.
.nz.
Jacko in the waiting room. Shall we pull him up, Shane?
Yeah, absolutely. How about you have a chat to Yako while I'm sorting out the wheel?
Yeah, no worries. Yako, how was that?
Yeah, that was insane.
What, just P1 handed to you on a platter?
Yeah, like
Oh,
I was
oh,
just
here,
waiting for it to happen there.
here, have P1. Oh, okay, thank you. That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
because they were busy. I was catching them after the pit because I messed up my pit stop. I do that. I don't know why I don't get the pit stop right, but I mess it up all the time. And
Yeah, yep.
and then I saw they took about 4 seconds off me in the pits, and I started catching them again. But I knew I wasn't really going to catch them. But I just sort
Yep.
of hoped, because I saw Hugo was driving really erratic earlier in the race, and I just
Yep.
sort of hoped that he would pull the same on Stefan. I didn't hope that for Stefan, but I just hoped it for the position.
Oh,
And
yeah, 100%.
yeah,
And that,
uh,
yeah, played into your hands. So very
yeah,
cool.
good.
Mm. So yeah, you obviously enjoyed the race. Good fun.
Yeah, it's fun. The Lamborghini handled really well. Yeah, I kind of hoped for this because I had some good pace all week during practice, all the practice sessions. So I kind of hoped for a good victory. And
Yeah, yeah,
this is kind of sweet, It's almost like, yeah, I did a good job.
yeah. Yeah, congratulations. Very cool. And you got some shout outs?
Yeah, I just want to say to the Gamma Flare team, guys, you're doing a good job. Keep on going, keep on developing yourselves, and let's just keep working hard. We're getting some good momentum, and which is the effort we're putting in. You guys are putting in is pretty good. So thanks. Just keep up the good work. And also check out our on Discord. Check out our race engineer, our TikTok race engineer. Let us know what you
Oh,
guys think. It's in
yeah,
the I think in the action or the replay. It's in the clips and highlights folder.
yeah,
You guys
cool.
can check that
Yeah,
out. We're doing some good TikTok videos.
yeah, very cool. Share that around. That'll be cool to see. And yeah, you guys are welcome to post on our Facebook page as well. That's open to all teams and everybody. The community one. It's for the community, so we'd
Yeah,
love to know what's going on. So jam it on there. Good
perfect. I'll
stuff.
do that. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, cheers. Congratulations. Very cool. And yeah, I love you guys' positivity. Your team's got a good positive vibe, and that's obviously showing that coming through with your racing as well. So awesome. Very cool.
Cool. Yeah, yeah. That guys, keep up the good work.
Cheers. All right.
Cheers,
Have a
good
good
man.
rest of the evening. Cheers. Cheers, man. Thank you. Catch up.
Mate.
Oh, well, that was good timing because I've just finished getting that wheel together.
Good
Gotta
stuff.
find
So
it
this
in my
is for a
sources
hoodie,
here.
eh? For everyone that finished the race, a bit of a draw.
Yep, so we've got 1 to 25 on there, so it looks like James McKenzie was our last finisher, and we can spin that up.
These are people that finished the race tonight, and are they in order of their positions? Is it? Is that what we're doing? So,
That's correct. So P22 is going to be Chris
oh, look at that.
Zalewski.
Very cool. Hoodie coming your way, Chris. Flick me your size, your postal address, and we'll get that out to you. Very cool.
Yeah, good stuff. So that pretty much wraps us up for tonight. You want to?
Yeah, no worries. Oh, get a sim. That's a big thing. If you're watching us and you want to jump in, just do it, is what we say. You can jump in the practice nights and you know, have a race with the guys, which doesn't affect any of the points. And there's pointers in Discord. There's people that can help you out. It'll be yeah, just get in there. Don't feel bad. Just do it. Is what we say. Get a sim, and yeah, massive thanks to MRP, of course, long-term sponsor, Supercars NZ, and Sync helping us out with a bit of geeknology. Is that the word? Is that a word, or did I just make up another word?
It's a word now.
Yeah, it's a word now. Yeah, massive thanks to Sync and helping Supercars NZ out, and yeah, check them out on their Facebook page. Very cool, and yeah, cheers to Shane and even all the other players in the world of Supercars NZ. That's it. Have a good evening, catchers.